energy, both combining in the sign of Simha Rashi, Leo sign, itself is an indication of big explosion or tragic accident like air crash which we witnessed yesterday. Though I had indicated about air crash in my own video of 5th of June, even I was devastated and also was not able to understand that what was influencing it to that extent that there was such huge amount of loss of lives as well. While surfing through the X platform, I happened to read a tweet in X which mentions that you go for a vacation, terrorists kill you. You go for a trophy parade that ends in stampede. You take a flight for business travel, it will crash. You stay in hostel and plane falls on your hostel. Life is so unpredictable. Definitely true. That's what happened in this incident as well. Welcome back to my channel Ramya Jyotish. I am Ramya Shri. Yesterday's incident was not just an accident, it was a big disaster. The plane didn't crash by itself but also fell on a medical college and claimed much more lives along with the passengers in its aircraft. This was one of the most disastrous events we could ever witness. The passengers in the aircraft and the students in the medical college were somehow linked in their destiny, and that's why all of them had their last day or the last lunch yesterday. This was definitely a very tragic incident, a disaster as I call, but this also does put us in thoughts that what is certain in life, because as the tweet said, you go for a vacation, you are losing your life. You go somewhere, you are losing your life. You are at your own place, still you are losing your life. Then where should a human live? So that will be the question for many of us, that why life is so unpredictable. That's the karmas we carry from our past lives, and that's what we are ending up with as well. I deeply mourn for all the lives which are lost yesterday, and I pray to Bhagavan that all these atmas, all these souls attain Sadgati. Because as per Garuda Purana, losing life through these accidents or mishaps, that is being burnt from fire or this explosion, is one of the worst kind of deaths one can experience for. Among the 36 types of death, being burnt live by the fire is more painful and is not at all resistible as well. So I pray that all these souls get Sadgati. As an astrologer, I would like to analyze this worst accident from astrological angle to understand what could have actually caused and why 12th of June only became the black day for us. So I have taken here the incident time chart, that is as per the media reports 13 hours 39 minutes is when the flight actually took off. So when the takeoff happened, suddenly within a minute or two the incident has happened as per the media reports and as per the survivor, the only survivor, how lucky he could be. So if I cast the chart at this time period, 12th of June, 13 hours 39 minutes in Ahmedabad, as the incident took place there. It is Virgo Lagna, ascendant, rising horizon is Virgo or Kanya Lagna, and it is the natural 6th house which indicates house of accidents. Kanya Rashi happens to be the 6th Rashi from the Kal Purush Kundli. Mesha, Vrishaba, Mithuna, Karkataka, Simha and Kanya. So the 6th house is considered as house of accidents, and that's what it is indicated here also. And Shanidev or Saturn is in 7th house from Kanya Lagna and is having the direct aspect on the Lagna. Shanidev Saturn is a very important planet in aviation related matters because he owns one of the finest Aries sign, that is Aquarius sign, where he was residing for the last 2.5 years, and from last 2-3 months he has come to a watery sign or Jalatattva Rashi, Pisces or Meena Rashi. But Saturn aspecting the Lagna itself indicates something very problematic, because the aspect of Saturn is highly malefic, and Saturn sitting in 7th house is much more malefic, because it is said that when it is associated with another malefic or another Maraka, it will push down that planet and will become the potent Maraka. And now when Saturn is sitting in a Maraka Sthana like 7th house, definitely it will enact like a Maraka itself. Also to note, Venus, which is a very important planet here because it's the Karaka for the vehicles. So big, small or any luxury vehicles like this. So it was in the 8th house, which is an evil house. Because Venus, as I mentioned, is vehicles, and sitting in 8th house is not good. In Bachakra or in Zodiac, 6th house, 8th house and 12th house. All these three houses are considered not good. Especially 8th house has the most evil house actually. Venus, who happens to be the second lord as well as the 9th lord from the Kanya Lagna. So he is a Maraka also and he is a Trikona lord also. He was sitting in 8th house. So it was such a big, luxurious, well-furnished vehicle. As per the reports, the aircraft which crashed yesterday was a very well-furnished, well-crafted one, which is actually the kind of signification of Venus, and it was 9th lord. So it indicates that such a vast amount of space was there, and it was one of the biggest carrier also. That ending up in the 8th house, that is the 12th from itself, also an indication of how fortune also failed yesterday to save the lives. So any planet, especially like Venus sitting in the 8th house, is definitely not good. That too in a fiery sign. Again fire sign is coming here. Mangal Ketu also in fire sign, which is the 12th house from Kanya Lagna. Then Venus Day, I'll tell you some more as well. This was one, and on this day even moon, Chandrama, was also in Danu Rashi, which is a fiery sign. So moon, Venus, Mars, Ketu. Among the 9 planets, 4 planets were in fiery sign, and also were in such positions that it was pretty obvious to have this kind of accidents. Shani Dev's aspect was there, and all the destructive forces were connected, including Rahu. Rahu was sitting in a very prominent position, that is in the 6th house from the Kanya Lagna, which is house of accidents. You may wonder now that I told Kanya Lagna also has house of accidents, and again now Kumbha Rashi also has house of accidents. How it can happen? Kanya Rashi falls in the 6th house from the Kalpurush Kundli if counted from Mesh Rashi. So generally to see also it is house of accidents. Now from Kanya Lagna, the time event based if we see also, the 6th house becomes the Kumbha Rashi, which is a Vayu Tattva Rashi, that is Aries sign, and that's where Rahu is placed. Rahu is one of the worst malefic planets. That's why there's a saying, Shanivat Rahu, Kujavat Ketu. He is equally like a Saturn, and he is sitting in a Saturn sign which he considers himself. So when Rahu is sitting in 6th house, generally he may do very good because it's own sign or he is very well placed. But Rahu is Rahu. Nobody can stop Rahu becoming Rahu also. So Rahu in Vayu Tattva Rashi was also an indication that to being the 6th house. So when all these malefic planets are getting in connection, that is all the destructive forces were in connection yesterday. Mangal, Ketu, Rahu, Shani, everyone, because Mangal, Ketu in 12th house were aspecting the Rahu. Mangal was aspecting Rahu. Mangal was also aspecting Saturn, because Mangal has the 8th aspect. Okay, and also Venus was connected with Mangal because Venus was in Mangal's Rashi and also was in Ketu's Nakshatra. So double connection we can say. So all these 5 planets were interconnected to each other, and moon also became one because moon was in Ketu's Nakshatra and in a fiery sign. So like this, totally 6 planets were connected in this event, and were in such houses also which can lead to this kind of disaster. 6th house was activated, Rahu was there. 8th house was activated, Venus was there. 12th house was activated because Mangal Ketu was there. So all the 3 evil houses, all the 3 disastrous houses were activated from the Lagna point of view. Also to note, the planets left out, that is Sun, Jupiter and Mercury, were in Mithun Rashi, which is the 10th house from the Kanya Lagna. The ruler of both Kanya as well as Mithun Rashi is Mercury, Buddha. So he was in a very prominent strength. But he was along with Jupiter, Guru, and Surya was in Vrishab Rashi. The 12th lord was in the 9th house. So this itself shows it was a very big, it was a very long distance travel also. And Surya was combusting Guru, Jupiter, who was in the next Rashi, that is Mithun Rashi. So as soon as any planet which closest Sun will lose out its significance or almost becomes invisible as and when the distance keeps narrowing actually. So Sun was around 27-28 degree and Jupiter was somewhere in 3-4-5 degree I think. So when both of them came very near actually, Jupiter was in 6 degree and Sun was in 27 degree. So they were just 9-10 degree apart. So that's also very important because when Sun and any other planet closes within 10-12 degree, then the combustion becomes very prominent. So Jupiter is very important planet because it is the Jiva Karaka which protects. So when all destructive planets were connected, there was hope left only from Jupiter because he is the protective force, and also the Mercury. But Mercury doesn't have such inherent strength to do this activity, and that's why he is a conditional benefic, though placed very well in his own Rashi. Okay, but Jupiter being an unconditional benefic could have protected it, could have actually done something because Jupiter was aspecting Rahu here. That's a very important thing to note. Jupiter being in the Mithun Rashi through its 9th aspect was aspecting Rahu, through its 7th aspect was aspecting Chandra, Moon also. But because of very close proximity with Sun, he lost that signification and was not able to protect. And that's why this event could take place yesterday. From 10th of June, this Jupiter was combust and will be in combustion till 9th of July. Because for any event to happen, the destructive forces alone wouldn't be the cause of it. Even the helplessness nature of protective forces also have to be considered. And that's what has happened in this situation also. Also we have to mention here, Mangal is in fire sign. We know that Mangal Shani is Shadashtak Yoga, that is 6-8 axis also I have mentioned because Mars was aspecting Saturn and they are in 6-8. 6-8 is never a good one. So any planet in 6th house from the other planet or the other planet in 8th house from this planet. So this is not at all a good combination, and especially when malefics are there in that kind of a combination, it can create or it can cause these kind of disasters. And very importantly, Mangal Ketu conjunction which was in 12th house, which represents house of death. And Buddha, who is Karaka for educational institutions, was in 10th house. There was no connection to it, but it was with Jupiter and both were getting combusted by Surya. So all of a sudden the plane went and fell there. That is a very tragic incident which happened, and that is explained here. Because both Guru and Buddha, who could have protected, they were also in combustion and there was no way to do that. Though this Jupiter-Buddha's connection is a very good connection, conjunction, because of Sun's combustion over these two planets, they were also helpless. And that's how this tragic event could take place. Also, if we cast the Navamshi Lagna and Navamshi Kundli and see, the Navamshi Lagna at this time, 13 hours 39 minutes was Meshi Lagna, that is Aries Lagna itself, and Mars was placed in Aries only. So Mangal being in Simha Rashi now in the first Navamsha, he is in Aries only. Okay, so he is highly powerful, and also to note, it is Aries is a fiery sign. So again a fire element has come. So much of fire element, and where this Jupiter Mercury was placed, it was Mithun Rashi. So it indicates educational institutions, but also it indicates the Vayu, it is the Vayu Tattva Rashi. So this conjunction definitely showed that result as well. From another angle also we can see that Simha Rashi, where Mangal Ketu conjunction is happening, that is the natural fifth house in the Kalpurush Kundli. So that also, fifth house is for education. So that also indicates the educational institutions, and the effect of it was on the stock markets as well, because fifth house is also very important for speculations and for the stock market related activities. 511 cases, and that's what both double effect did happen. And also to mention, moon was in Mula Nakshatra, which is Ketu's Nakshatra, and this shows certain important points here. So moon in Ketu's Nakshatra, Mula Nakshatra, because it is a Mula, so it shows that there was problem since many days, and the problem was in the main thing itself, and it was very minute also, because Mula means the root actually. Okay, so the root cause of the problem was in the root itself, in the basic itself, and it was very minute because Ketu is for the Sukshma Padartha. So when moon comes and sits in Ketu's Nakshatra, it is very Sukshmas that will be playing a major role in these kind of instance. Also, we can say either through wire, cable, or electrical or technical glitch, which is very minor one but potential enough to cause huge issues, was one of them which could have led to this kind of tragedy. Currently till July 9, it is very bad to travel, as even protective force Guru is combust. So destructive forces like Mars, Ketu, Rahu, Shani, everyone are in connection now. Post July 9th also, we have to be much more careful, because Shanidev will become Vakri on 13th of July and will start giving the results of Kumbh Rashi. And at that time, he will aspect his Vakri Drishti on Mangal. Okay, so Mangal, Ketu one side, Shani, Rahu one side. I think God should save the world. This is one of the worst times we can ever experience. So 13th of July to 28th of July is even more dreadful. So I would request all my viewers to not travel anywhere without any major reason or very essential reason actually. And already, like, this is one of the, because this time period is one of the classic example why Guru has to be in a very prominent position, or else all the destructive forces in connection to each other can actually make or mar the situation devastatingly. So this Mangal Ketu's close conjunction would be very intense, which is next month. That is, the dates are 13th July to 25th of July, and very more precisely 18th of July to 23rd of July. And now let's even analyze the chart of former CM Vijay Rupani, who is the former CM of Gujarat, because he was also one of the passengers in this aircraft who lost his life. It's very tragic thing to note here. Such a good and humble CM, as we have heard in the media about him. And guess what, when I casted his chart, though I don't know the time, just based on the date of birth, I tried to cast and didn't go for any birth time rectification, anything. I directly wanted to see from the Chandra Lagna. Guess what, he had Shani Rahu conjunction opposite to the Moon Ketu conjunction. So the indication is definitely would be in the birth chart. Recently we experienced the Shani Rahu conjunction effects. Whether it might be the Pahalgam attack or the Indo-Pakistan sudden war also. And Mr. Rupani also had this conjunction, and opposite was the Moon Ketu. So Shani Rahu conjunction is one of the worst conjunction, and it was very close, like 5-6 degree itself. So I think 2 degree, 11 degree, a bit closer itself. And Moon Ketu conjunction. So I feel that I believe he would have had some kind of intuition of not boarding the flight, but still would have ignored based upon his schedule actually. And this Shani Mangal exchange is also there in his Kundli. Shanidev is in Vrishchik Rashi, Scorpio sign, and Mangal is in Kumbh Rashi, which is a Vayu Tattva Rashi. So Mangal in Vayu Tattva Rashi and a kind of a Marak planet for his Lagna. So because for Vrishab Lagna, I mean if I say from the Chandra Lagna, Mangal becomes a Maraka for that Lagna, and it was in that Vayu Tattva Rashi, and it was aspected by Guru and Buddha also. So Jupiter and Mercury were in Simha Rashi and Mangal was in Kumbh Rashi. So somewhere to say Rahu was transiting over his natal Mars. So where Mars was placed in his birth chart, there Rahu had come. So this was one disastrous point to note. And also where Jupiter and Mercury was placed in his birth chart, there Mangal Ketu was transiting. That's also one of the disastrous point. And also to mention, Ketu was in along with Chandra was in Vrishab Rashi, and currently Sun is transiting over that Rashi. So these are all indications that the life could end also during this time. So this was my analysis from astrological angle. I have tried to see from all the angles and have taken all the parameters, required planets, everything. What I would say is that even after doing this in-depth analysis, I would say other than Brahma, nobody will be able to indicate at what time what will happen. Yes, with lot of expertise, with lot of practice we may be, but life is always uncertain and life is unpredictable. Maybe by doing good karmas and keeping Bhagwan's name in the memory and also in the tip of our tongue, we may be able to save our lives and lead a better, comfortable life. So that's only the that's the only way of hoping to live a good life. So again, deeply feeling sad and praying that all the souls attain Sadgati, those who have died yesterday, whether it's in the aircraft or in the hostel, both of them, and wishing that this kind of disastrous event doesn't happen again in the history. Though as an astrologer, I know it from the inner side that planetary combinations cause this and it's inevitable. Thank you, and I hope you like my analysis. Please drop in your feedback in the comment section. I would love to know that. Thank you. Have a good day.